everybody in the back. Hey, Nick.
How's the off season been so far?
Ooh, the off season? It's been wonderful. I was able to, get home, rest, recover, train, do some fun stuff with my family and my wife, and we're back at football. So it was a great time.
Where are you as far as recovery? Just getting your weight back and feeling like yourself.
Yeah, it was actually got it back up because I usually play the whole season around like 242 to 245, and I got back up to 243 this past week, so I was excited about that. So weight's all back. It was kind of an odd off season because I couldn't train the way that I usually train. As a lot of it was recovery. I was able to, through OTAs, June and July, kind of get back into the rhythm that I wanted to get back into, and feel prepared to start training camp.
How low did that weight dip?
214 pounds. It was really fun. It was awesome. My wife was like, "What are you right now?" I was like, thanks, sweetie. I feel great about myself.
So the challenges of going from 214 to 240, is that a lot of forced eating?
Eating and train. Like I've always said, if I'm not working out, I lose weight pretty fast. And so just because I had the AC thing with my shoulder from the Super Bowl, and then from the surgery, I couldn't really do any type of lifting. So I was basically, I didn't really do a lot for several weeks, and so I lost a lot of weight. But after I got back in the gym and I was able to, start it back up, I got back up to 230 decently, and then I gained like 10 pounds this last 4 to 6 weeks. So feeling pretty good about it.
What role did tight end you play in that recovery?
Oh, what role? I don't know if it helped me with too much of my recovery. It was more, you learn a lot of stuff. You talk to guys about the different things they do for their bodies. Like what Travis Kelce does for his body. Logan Thomas, things that he used to do in the Washington for his body. So just you learn different tips and stuff like that from them. But tight end is really just about hanging out with the boys and learning a thing or two about football.
George, did you see the end product of receiver, and what did you think of it?
Yes, no, they sent me all my footage, before they cut everything together, so I got to watch like just my stuff straight through with my wife, and then once they did the full edit, watch the whole thing through, and then I think my wife's watched it like 3-4 times, so I'm a big fan of it. I think they did a really good job of portraying all 5 of us. And I think it was really fun too, just a very intriguing story of like me and Debo's seasons and like how you kind of weave that together, and I thought it was kind of fun. You got a lot of 49ers content, so I really enjoyed the whole process.
We had that famous quote, George, after the Miami Super Bowl where you said you were going to be back here with a vengeance.
Mm-hmm.
What was your mindset after this one?
After this one? I'd say pretty similar. I mean, losing your second Super Bowl, it's not very fun. It's a horrible feeling because, you have a dream of winning the Super Bowl as a kid, and so that's what you're trying to do is achieve those dreams. And so when you're not able to do that, it's like, well, the only thing to do is to go right back at it because, I'm going to year 8 and I'm not like, the opportunity is completely gone. I have a completely another shot this entire season, so all I can do is focus on this season, what I can do every single day to make myself better, helping this team along. And the fun thing too is we still have a really good team. We're able to keep our entire offense together for the most part. Our defense still looks pretty good with Bosa and Fred over there, and Mitch Wisnowski's still an amazing punter. And so we have a really solid team with solid coaches, and so what's not to be excited about, and give them another opportunity to go play football and win another one.
Do you like to go back and watch the game?
Do I like to?
Do you do it?
Like often?
Yeah.
No.
Or ever?
No, I would not go back and oftenly watch it. It's something I watch like right after the game, and then there's not really anything for me to watch from it because you don't really take a lot from it.
Have you spoken to Brandon Ayuk?
Are you okay?
Yes, but I just
Jeez
haven't.
Louise.
Yeah, I'm going through puberty again.
Goodness. Have I spoken to Brandon?
Yeah.
I have a couple times, yes.
Did you give him advice about doing? I mean, you've been through the whole situation yourself.
Yeah. The only thing I try my best to not talk to guys going through contract negotiations. So when I get into positions like this, I don't have to lie to you guys, and so because I like to keep those conversations between us, but something that I like to tell anybody going through a contract is same thing that Richard Sherman told me was like contracts are like braces. They suck the entire time, and then once you get them off, you forget that you ever had them. But this time, in case of a contract, you get a big bag of money. So it's just like, that's what I just try to tell him. It's it's a horrible process. Like I hated the entire process when I was going through it. Bosa's last year was awful. He didn't get it done till the first week of the season. So it's it's not fun. But when it gets done, or hopefully when it gets done, you're like, hey, I got to play football now with my job security and my livelihood all secured.
George, everyone's different. Does it help if you're going through that, to have teammates you can talk to?
Yeah, especially for me, it was really helpful talking to like Richard Sherman, because like everybody goes through contract negotiations. Some guys go through different ones. Like I don't know if I had much in common with like a quarterback going through his contract negotiation, trying to get like 40 to 50 million. But like when you're on the same ballpark, corners, wide receivers, tight ends, somewhere in there, just like someone who's gone through that and gone through it with that same team, like with the same GM, money guy, whatever it is. It's just kind of nice to be able to have that conversation with them, and it definitely gives you, because there's some things that like might piss you off. In all honesty, like they might say something, they might, when anyone's telling you what you're valued at, it's a tough conversation. And so when you have someone saying, hey, look, like that's just they have to say these things, and you just gotta work through it and like try not to hold on to too much anger and like be able to forgive and forget at one point.
Do a couple more for George.
Thanks, man.
Last season,
Yes, ma'am.
around this time, despite Brock Purdy's injury, it kind of seemed like the team had an energy about themselves, but you guys were just certain how far you could take it last season. Do you still feel that same, if you talk to some of the guys, and if you feel that way going into this season, it's the same amount of high energy, certainty?
I definitely feel that way. Like I said, like we brought our entire offense back. We have based our entire coaching staff back. All the guys that are designing plays and stuff like that, we have a lot of those guys back. I mean, I love Coach Sorensen as our D coordinator, and I've been able to get close to them over the last several years. But yeah, no, I think the energy is definitely there. Our locker room did pretty empty today because our first thing's not till 1 o'clock, and so it's like really me and Fred Warner, the only two in there, are like, all right, football. And so it's just been kind of us two in there, but I'm certain, I just saw Travarius Ward in there, and he's one of my favorite teammates. So, and CMC walked in. He said he's not talking to you guys today, sorry. But besides that, it's the energy's there. I'm excited. I haven't seen any of my coaches. I was gonna go talk to my coaches, but Eric told me to come in here, so I'm in here with you guys instead. But I'll get the energy over there at some point too. But yeah, we're feeling good. I'm excited.
What was it like to get Christian's wedding this offseason and get all those guys there?
Oh, it's phenomenal. Are you kidding me? Any excuse to get the boys together is a fantastic time for me. I've never been to Rhode Island. I don't know anyone from Rhode Island except for Olivia and her family, so it was kind of cool to meet other people from Rhode Island. It was kind of wild too because they're kind of, like she's really famous, and so like having the amount of police officers that were around as security and stuff, and like people from Rhode Island just like standing there on the corners with photographers and paparazzi stuff, that was a wild experience for me. But like overall beautiful wedding. Everyone there was incredible. It was so much fun. Hopefully they have like another one just for fun and invite me again.
George, based on your attire, you look very Olympic.
Thank you.
With the Olympics coming up, do you like watching them? Do you learn something from them? How do you ingest an event like the Olympics?
I just try to watch as much as I possibly can because I love America and I love people that represent America. And so watching us go compete in sports against other countries, I just love it. And anytime I can watch it. I will say I'm more of a Winter Olympics guy, but I thoroughly enjoy all the Summer Olympics. Like the track and field stuff, watching people run really fast. I'm like, good for you guys. That looks awesome. And then I can't remember. I think his name was it maybe Ryan Krauser? He's our shot put guy. He's a monster. So I've been a big fan of his for a couple years as well. So just seeing people excel at different sports, and like I like to watch people how they train too. It's just like you can pull certain things, but like watching like a track athlete train versus watching the shot put thrower train, it's just like it's so different, but they're both the best in the world at what they do. So it's just when you see stuff like that, it's just really fun to see.
What'd you think of
Thanks,
Kyle's
George.
mustache?
Kyle's, I told him to keep it. All the tight ends did something weird with their facial hair. My rookie has full handlebars. Phenomenal. Logan Thomas looks like Luigi. A really tall Luigi. Me and Saubert went for goatees. My 2 second-year guys, Cam's trying his best. He doesn't grow a lot of facial hair, but he's trying his best. I haven't seen Braden yet today, so hopefully I'm not disappointed by his effort.
All right.
See you guys.
Thanks, George.
Woo-hoo.